What are the main conclusions of this summer analysis, globally speaking?
So globally, we've had a summer that's broken all of the records. So we started off in June. It was the warmest June on record. Then we had July, which was not only the warmest July on record, but also the warmest month that we've ever experienced in our data set. And then August was also the warmest August and the second warmest month we've ever had. So when we look at the summer season as a whole, so June, July, August, it is the warmest summer that we've ever had, and it exceeds the previous warmest summer, which was in 2019, by about 0.3 of a degree, which is a huge margin for a record over 3 months.
It was a summer of many records, including for the ocean.
Yes, that's correct. So we came out in July and talked about how we'd had a new record for global ocean temperatures. And actually, since we did that data release at the end of July, ocean temperatures have continued to increase. And then if we look at individual ocean basins like the Pacific Ocean or the North Atlantic Basin, they're sitting at about 25 degrees. So this has major implications for marine heat waves, for biodiversity in the ocean, but it also has major implications for the developing El Nino, because this year's El Nino is starting in a warmer ocean than any previous El Nino event.
What is the situation with the sea ice?
It's not good either. So in the Antarctic, we're at a record low minimum for the time of year. So Antarctic sea ice is 12% below where it should be. It's growing much more slowly than what we've ever observed before. Sea ice in the Arctic, we're coming up to the minimum for the Arctic. And at the moment, I think it's running at something like 10% below average. So it's not an extreme year for the Arctic. We've seen much worse than that in the past at this time of year, but it all depends on the weather patterns and climate conditions over the next month.
How much in this situation could be attributed to El Nino, and how much to the increasing of emissions?
The role of greenhouse gas emissions is critical, and ultimately, until we turn off that tap of greenhouse gas emissions going into our atmosphere, we'll continue to see global temperatures rise, and we'll continue to see an increase in the frequency and intensity of extreme events.
Could be this situation reversible for the ocean, for instance?
Yes, of course. If we stopped emissions tomorrow, if we were somehow magically to snap our fingers and get to net zero tomorrow, the climate would stabilize. We would still have to live with the consequences of the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere and the implications that has for the climate, but it would stabilize.
At the end, this year could be the hottest year?
Yes, yeah. So we've done the calculations, and at the moment for the end of August, 2023 is 0.01 degrees behind 2016. So we've got 4 months of the year to go, but with the additional heat in the global ocean, I'm not a betting person, but I think we can say unless we have an extremely cold autumn and winter, it's highly likely that 2023 will be the warmest year we've ever faced.